Hi guys, this is Observer, and I am so excited to be with you today. And just going to check some of my settings to make sure that we are recording. What I want to talk today about is this huge energy of Pluto, a 20-year cycle that is leaving the sign of Capricorn and going into Aquarius. Everybody's talking about it. But my take is going to be a little different. Why? Is because I want you to pay attention to the news. Yes, I'm going to ask you to watch the news, but I want you to understand that the key words you're going to be looking for, because they keep echoing through the whole media. Every platform that you could think of are the keywords for Pluto, the keywords for Capricorn, and the keywords for Aquarius. And this Pluto energy is going to be 20-year cycle. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the keywords for Capricorn. Then we're going to talk about the keywords for Aquarius. And we're going to go over some of the potent keywords for Pluto. And then reflect on the different people out there in mass media and even your YouTube channels and TikTok, because they're all doing the same rhetoric. They're all saying the same keywords. Okay. So the person that caught my interest today was Russell Brand. I like to use him as an example because he was using every single keyword, astrological keyword, for this Pluto leaving Capricorn and going into Aquarius. And then in about 2 to 3 months, we'll go back into Capricorn, stay there till the middle of December, and then go forward into Aquarius again in 2024, the end of 2023, and stay there until 2043. Okay, so that's 20 years. Now, I'm going to read to you, forgive me for reading, but I want to make sure that you hear all these keywords and you're going to say, oh my gosh, they are using the keywords for Pluto. So here's some. Betrayals, child abuse, compulsive, control. Control is one of the popular keywords, all right? Crisis, endings, death and beginnings, debt. We've been talking about debt for a while, but now it's going from the structured debt of Capricorn, and we're going into Aquarius. So we'll talk more about that in a second. It's very deep. It's desire. It's detective work. People are really digging now. A lot of people are researching for their own because we could use social media now. All right. We're not as censored. Earthquakes, a lot of earthquakes, huh? Have you seen, remember that big one in Turkey? I mean, they have like a little Grand Canyon over there. It changed the whole topography of the earth. So it's extremism. That's also a very popular keyword for Pluto. It's feeling the pain. All right. It's finances. It's guilt. It's heavy. It's hell. It also has to do with incest. It has to do with intensity, very intense manipulation. Do you feel like you've been manipulated? Especially top down, authoritative control, like the Capricorn energy. Yep. It's also long term. 20 years is a long time. Hey, you know, some of us may not be here in 20 years. It's a long time. It's obsessive. It's near-death experiences. People are talking about that like crazy now. It's passionate. It's penetrating. It's also psychic abilities. Hey, years ago, you couldn't even have a psychic type business or an astrology type business and get a real business license and hang a shingle on your door and say you're a psychic or you're an astrologer. Illegal. You had to do it under the umbrella of a psychologist, counselor, coach, something like that. True. I lived through that. It's also political power. It's power itself. It's psychology. It's rape. We've all been raped too. Think about it. It's rejection. It's resentment. It's roots. It's secrets. It's scandals. Look at all the scandals. All right. It stinks. It's taxes. It's toxicity. But all these energies are to transform. We're going to all transform. And it's violent. And it also has to do with wealth. So it's I transform. The metal is plutonium. It rules the sex organs. Do you see what's going on with these sex organs? They are removing all your geez, I can't even talk straight. All your sex organs and putting in other sex organs because you want to change your sex. That's a whole nother topic, but listen, if you never had an operation before, just have your finger cut off, and then we'll talk about the excruciating pain that it is to take out all the genitalia of one sex and then reconfigure it. They're doing that in Johns Hopkins. Go on the YouTube page. You could check it out. Yeah, I worked in medicine. I know all about it. As far as, yes, know everything that it entails when you're donating organs, when you're a recipient for organs, and if you're going to transplant and take your body parts out and put other parts in. Our body is designed to reject anything that doesn't belong to us. So they don't tell you this up front. They'll tell you after they put in your new heart, which will save your life. Yes, but guess what? You're 8 years old, and now the rest of your life, you're going to have to pay to the pharmaceutical companies and the doctor visits. So you are on anti-rejection medicine for the rest of your life until they have better technology. All right. Always follow the money, you guys. Always follow the money. This is underground and energy. So short definition is getting needs met. It's to let go. It's biological instincts. It's cosmic consciousness, emotional intensity. All right. It's gut wrenching. It's also healing forces, life and death experiences, the unseen side of life. Okay. And Pluto is associated with the 8th house and the sign of Scorpio. They kind of all work together as a unit because they share energies. All right. So I'm going to put you on a little pause for a second. Now, Pluto is leaving Capricorn. And I'm going to give you some keywords about Capricorn. Capricorn is an earth sign. It's a cardinal sign. Think of a big mountaintop when you think of Capricorn. All right. It's huge. It's your social status. It's where you're going your whole life. You want to reach the top. This is what you're going to be known for. But it's also big business, mainly big business. It's big corporations. It's top-down energy. All right. So it has strong regards for tradition. It's associated with ambition, structure, and determination. There's a focus on success and achievement, strong work ethic. They're conservative and disciplined, but can also be ruthless. And they're social climbers, and they always have their eye on the prize. Okay. Capricorns seek money and love building a legacy. All right. So they need to achieve. That's the energy of Capricorn. So Pluto has been transforming that type of energy, Capricorn energy. Okay. And so the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, and the house that it's associated with is the 10th house. Okay. So Capricorn expression is I command, I use, and I order. So think about what's been going on with the past 2 years with COVID. We were told what to do. We had no freedom as far as there was a pandemic. Everything was dictated out, top down. There was no freedom as far as like, I'll do what I want. No, you won't. And realize that, okay? Pay attention. So here's some key words for Capricorn. Now we're blending that Pluto energy into Capricorn. It's agenda. It's being alone, but ambition. You know, they say it's lonely at the top. It's autocratic. It's banks. You listening to what's going on to the banks? Pluto, 29 degrees. It's a very critical degrees. There's a sense of urgency because it's like time's running out. Because what happens when we count in astrology? We hit 29, that's the end of the road. Now we go to 0, beginning. So 29 is the end of the road. It's like there is no, if you're not in the military, that is, there's no 13 o'clock. All right. It goes up to 12 and then we start at 1 again. All right. So we got to think, be open-minded here. It's big corporations, big industries. It's also structures of bones, and it's old thinking. Okay. It's cautious. It's cold, conservative, calculating, controlling. All right. It's elitists. It's financial systems. It's goal getting and goal orienting. It's government. It's leaderships and leaders. It's masterful, methodical, pessimistic, political, power structures. All right. Power structures are irreversibly changing. Pluto is ending all that. Do you not see it? So now when you listen to what's going on in the news, embrace the new Aquarius energy that's coming, because Pluto is irreversible changes. All right. And it's also punctual, but it's realistic, it's reliable, it's responsible, self-control, it's serious, it's solid, it's stiff, it's stubborn, it's top down in its traditions. Okay. So where are we going with this? We're going to go into Aquarius, which is an air sign, and it's a fixed sign. Air is way different energy than Earth. You know, air is like all over the place. It goes with currents. Earth is heavy. You got to shovel it. It slows down. It's a slow energy, where air is very quick. Okay. And it goes up, you know, Aquarius, it lifts you up. All right. So Aquarius needs freedom. People are talking about freedom. They don't want to be told what to do. There are more people leaving these industries and becoming freelancers and having their own business than ever before. If you don't believe me, go in these commercial real estate sites and see how many empty buildings there are. You know, because people are working out of the house. They're working with air. Meetings are in the air. Your banking is in the air. There's an iCloud. There's clouds with information. All right. We're all interconnected. So, but it's also about having fun with friends. It's about community. It's helping others. It's fighting for causes. It likes intellectual conversation. We don't want to hear about politics. Capricorn, you know, oh, they're feeding us what we want to hear. No, we're intellectual enough. We're smart enough. We've all been educated through our wonderful systems of, you know, school systems. And that's all been revealed as far as like what they're teaching our children in schools. More scandals. Okay. So it's also the future. We're living in a very futuristic time. It's also Aquarius is melding the ancient with the future. So we're going back to energy medicine and holistic approaches. All right. Like the shaman, and people are doing these mushroom retreats and stuff, and experimenting with mind expanding drugs. instead of going to doctors. People are being healed, like Joe Dispenza is healing people through meditation, and it literally changes their DNA, and they walk away with, come in with cancer and walk out cancer free. And like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, all these bad diseases. Okay, this is real. So also the universal thinkers, and it's also gender ambiguity. So think about it. We have the ability to be fluid with our gender, to literally change our gender through operations. Isn't that crazy? But you can do it. You know, you have the freedom to do it. The cost is up to you, but you're free to do it. Amazing, isn't it? And remember that Aquarius's ruler is Uranus, very quick and sudden changes. It's like a lightning bolt, and it rules the 11th house. Just remember, these energies go together. So the key phrases for Aquarius is, I know and I reform. Well, everybody knows now. You know, on March 23rd, 2023, check out those numbers. If you don't believe in numerology, you might start thinking about it. Oh, is it a coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences. That's the universe talking to you. Stay open-minded, guys. So Aquarius could be aggressive, but it also represents astrologer. Is astrology not popular now? I mean, just when I was, you know, going down my career path, I couldn't even be an astrologer. It was illegal. Now I can teach my passion and practice my passion. I lived long enough to see that. So exciting. Now I could talk to you here and educate you on astrology and not get arrested or be called bad names. Okay. So it's avant-garde, it's the collective, it's community. It also is computers and deep thinkers. It's a detached energy because it's about the humanitarian approach, individualistic. They could be deviants, it could be eccentric, and it elevates us, okay? It's about being elevated. It's empowering, energetic, forward thinking. They could be fanatical. Look at what's going on out there. A lot of fanaticism, all right? Groups and independent thinking, being independent, intellectual, networking, know-it-all. Everybody's a know-it-all on YouTube and on TikTok, but you get to get everybody's perspective. We're all connected now. The web, the World Wide Web, that's connecting everybody. And I hear there's going to be more webs. We're going to be flying around in flying cars. I hear they even have garages for these flying cars. All right, electric automobiles. And then facial recognition, so you could get in and out of the airports. I'm waiting to be teleported, you know, beam me up, Scotty, like on Star Trek. I can't wait. So it's also progressive, very progressive. It's a little quirky, but it's radical. There's rebellion, there's an awakening, and it's spontaneous, visionary, and volatile. Okay, so check that out, you guys, and see now. Look at the world around you and see how these people like Russell Brand, who has 6 million followers, 6 million people. I don't think that the channels, the mass media has that kind of following, you know, and NBC, CBS, ABC, all right, the Turner Network, all them, MSNBC, CNN, Fox, they don't have those numbers. And the other thing is now, it's all been distributed. Even the movie theaters and Hollywood has lost its zeal and appeal, because instead of going to the movie theaters and getting that nasty food, overpriced, people are buying their own big screens and watching it in the comfort of their own home. They don't have to go out. And companies like Netflix and Amazon Prime, where you can watch whatever you want on demand, and Gaia and all these resources, YouTube, and guess what? You don't even have to go to university now to learn different trades and get information. It's crazy. So listen, pay attention. And if you like what you're hearing from me, share it with other like-minded people, because I'm a teacher, I'm a consultant for astrology and the invisible world. But my goal is to help every one of you that has your own astrology chart in your hand and be able to read it yourselves. All right. I'm creating all the material. I'm creating YouTubes, and everything is under the name of Holistic Healing Astrology. You could send me emails at ev@holistichealingastrology.com. You could check out my TikTok. That's where I put tons of material at Holistic Healing Astrology. Facebook, I don't really do much on it, if it just reverts over. I write blogs and articles that I post on the website. And I'm restructuring right now, new website. And Instagram, it's a little bit of material there. But the main deal is the teachings that I do locally and online, and also the YouTubes, Holistic Healing Astrology, and what else? And the TikTok. Okay. So go ahead. If you like this, subscribe so you don't miss anything, because a lot of my material, the longer stuff that has to do with current affairs, will be spontaneous. And then I upload some of the TikToks. It's not very timely. I apologize. And I put them on YouTube in batches. So those come out almost every day, as long as I don't have any glitches. So if you like the video, go ahead and like it, subscribe, and share the video. And soon enough, we're going to be doing some open forum classes coming up once a month. I just have to figure out the format. It'll either be through a Zoom meeting or through YouTube. I'm still collecting data to find out what is best for everybody. My classes are Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, and I'm looking for a weekday morning class from 9 to 11. And creating more workshops. Again, thank you all, and I appreciate you. I love you. Stay safe, okay? Stay aware, stay safe. Bye.